Love and light. Let's turn on some music, shall we? Almost forgot to do that. Well, it's Monday, folks, and we made it. So let's talk money, shall we? Um, let's talk manifestation. Those are other M words, all right, that we should incorporate, perhaps. And interestingly enough, I kind of went to the dark side with this one, consulting the dark angels just to see what was up because, usually when we're talking money, we're talking breaking off that pesky lack mindset, right? And the truth of the message stands, right? In spite of the agenda, if that makes sense to say. Sometimes, you guys, you do have to honor dark aspects of what you're facing, what you're looking at, and what you're investigating, perhaps, just to get to the ultimate clarity. All right. Now, that's not glorifying some sort of dark entity or energy. It's really talking about owning the level of divinity that backs you. Love and light, J-Wig, love and light, Janice. Such to the point where you can not fear any kind of energy, and also you understand that because you are a fractal, a form, a measure, connected, dare I say, of and to God, source, okay, the universe, goddess, however you subscribe here, that you understand that all powers are owned by it, source, the all in all, right? Such to the point that, how they say, like, every knee shall bend and every tongue shall confess. When you are operating out of Christ like consciousness, just to bring Christ into it, all right, um, you understand that you are operating out of the office of divinity, that birth rate energy that you do possess and cannot be taken from you. Okay. So I was guided, I'm not often guided to do this, but I was guided to check with the, what is the actual name of the tarot? The Dark Angels. All right. Just to see what was up with the collective's money, with the collective's business, with the collective's mentality about all of that, right? And this too shall pass, is what I kind of want to say. From what I'm seeing in the cards, I do see some aspects of imposter syndrome, right? 303 on the timer. I'm looking at 33 and 22 ultimately on my screen, which, if you want to tie that in, really talks about the change that we're going to be getting into regarding this too shall pass. All right. Um, so I want to get into the message, but I feel like this might be one I don't want to break the channeling hot and cold with, or off and on, dare I say. So I'm mindful that we do have a few bright and beautiful souls in the room, in the atmosphere, in the energy. And so I will be mindful to go ahead and ring the bell for those that know what to do. You may do so. And please excuse me, I forgot to crack this open and get my wings. No, let me stop. But I don't want to endorse anything, because really I don't. I don't want to endorse anything regarding that. But I digress. Okay. Um all right, let's see. Now, Jay, how are you gonna put your question in first and then the bell notification? You're so funny, Jay. Say, oh, let me slide it in. Like, let me get my question out first, though. That's so funny. All right, let me see about this B-Day lunch with L. L and Bell rhyme. No, let me stop. All right, here we go. Let me get serious. Hey, I just like to laugh, Jay. No worries. I like to keep the vibe high. So it's yes, and everybody looking good, smelling good, feeling good about it. Okay, it's given all eyes gonna be about what y'all trying to get into, what y'all doing, what memories are y'all creating, right? In spite of everybody else being out there, you still gonna get some looks like, what are y'all? What's the vibe here? Which means that's a great time, not even just a good one. All right, even for a lunch. Okay. Damn, Jay, caught you slipping though. No, let me stop. Said doo doo doo. You're very welcome, Jay, and thank you. Honestly, you don't have to be here. So, all right. Love and light, Sean. Welcome. Okay, so Sean, if you have a question, go right on ahead and do like Jay did, slip it right on in there because Jay put the bell notification in, so we're good on that. Oh my goodness. That is so funny to me right now. I'm sorry, I need to get off it, but it's funny. All right, Janice. Okay. Now, how many people you looking to meet, Janice? Because I thought we done. Did you not? What were you asking me about the other day? Was it a weekend or did we not get there yet? Is that what happened? Maybe that wasn't you. We'll see. We'll see. I thought that was you though. Maybe that's just the channeling coming through like, yes. I thought we got the 10 of Wands before for you though, Janice. Am I tripping? Are you tripping, Janice? Don't be tripping, Janice. Okay, don't be in that mental swords energy when you don't have to, because right around the corner is your yes. Someone interesting romantically, specifically, and this month. Okay, now don't go holding your breath. Just continue to be the person that damn sure deserves to meet that one. And this month, romantically, someone special, because you are. So you'd have to focus on you way more than focusing on this person coming in, if that makes sense, especially if you believe the person's coming in, if that makes sense as well. Gosh, said a mouthful, but yeah, the cycle of you being like awesome AF but like romantic less, if that's a word, is closing. Okay, so the world card regarding specifically Three of Swords, heartbreak, sorrowful energy, Janice. Okay, so own it, live like it, love like it, and love you. Okay, like it. All right, love and light to you. Love and light, TT. Okay, let me see. Ooh, okay, let me see. This is the most yes filled, truth filled yes. Okay, I got a yes at the bottom of the deck, so hold on to your faith. Consult Archangel Michael if that's a thing for you to do, but please know angelic realm assistance, divine assistance, breakthrough energy is giving you that yes, and it stands. Okay, so don't fall prey to the doubts. Just kind of give yourself the resolve that you would feel if you had the phone call already. That was like, yeah, no, it's fine. We're going to work it out. Just act like it. Because this life is far more spiritual. So the spirit realm is going, yes and amen kind of vibes, right? And so you've got to honor that if you believe to receive it so that you receive what you want. Unless that's not what you want. And then I'm not sure why you would have posed the question, but it seems like you want that, right? And so you deserve it. Okay. So believe like it, all right, to receive it. Basically what I got. But it's a yes, TT. All right, now let me see here. Did we skip Love and Light? Nettie P. Thank you for checking the description box. And you guys, don't worry if I missed you this round. There's going to be another one. Love and Light musical beer. Let's see. Is it over between R and I? Okay. R and U, perhaps. Okay, let me see. Musical beer. I like that name. Do you want to know? It's a no. It's giving a hard pause regarding a soulmate connection, connectionship, situationship, relationship, okay? And so celebratory energies will be up ahead on the other side of this hard pause. Now, what would you do in a hard pause? Reflect, right? Not beat anyone on either side of the fence up here mentally, proverbially, or literally, obviously. Learn, all right? Be grateful for the lessons and the experience, all right? And know that on the other side of divine timing, you've got a real chance at reigniting that fire and getting what you want and deserve and desire out of each other. This celebratory energy stands, all right, in spite of any potential third party. Yeah, this is such a soulmate connection. I don't know. This isn't really giving me third party, just saying if that's a worry. Um you guys just need, sometimes people just need a break just to like recollect to reconnect. It's what it's giving. All right, musical beer. So Nettie P, thank you for liking. Please go ahead and check the description box and scroll all the way down for the rules so that you can get your question answered on the live today. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for playing by the rules. All right, we're all doing our part in this to get everybody's everything, in place, to get clarity and to spread some love and light. So thank you all for hopping on, because it doesn't really work so well without you. Okay, in case you wondered. But I digress. Let's get to the message, you guys. Somebody please and thank you. Timestamp. Just put 11:30 for the general collective message. I'm gonna bang this out, you guys. So bear with. I'm not guided to share every single card. Most of these you can't see so clearly. Oh, I feel like you could there. Hold on, let me see here. Also, I don't know that you would know what the cards are because of the way that the aesthetic is. So there's that. Let me just fly, you guys. How about that? So we're talking the angelic realm messages. Okay. I'm always asking everyone to understand the balance in the aspects of divinity that back us. Okay. So that's dark and light, right? Yeah. Okay. Not in the sense of over glorifying any one aspect of it, but in the sense of getting to the truth of the matter. All right. It's why we all carry dark and light. Makes sense. It's why we talk about, oh, that was me on a bad day. No, that was you in your dark energy. Makes sense. So the reason why we own up to that is not in the sense of some form of, curse or bowing down to some form of dark entity or energy. It's in fact to make sure we don't fall prey to the illusion that we should. Okay. So I'm speaking in code here, and I'm just going to put out that I understand, universe, that those that really need this message will in fact get the message in spite of the way that I'm being asked to code it. Thank you. So we're talking lack mindset. That's why we had to go to the dark side, because that's what would be the blockage, right? Usually you don't go, hey, hey, highest white light. Why is there a blockage here, right? Aside from protective measures, of course, right? But really we're talking lack. And so we've got to go into those lower vibes, lower density aspects of self, of psyche, of psychology, of templating, right? And therein lies the angelic realm protection, understanding exactly what you're being faced with right now, because they're part and parcel of asking you to face it. Makes sense? Okay, so no glorifying here. We're just talking about what is. Okay, and this life is far more spiritual. So, we consult the spiritual aspect of it to understand what the fuck is going on or not and why in the here and now, in this realm, the physical, the earth realm. Okay. Be mindful that in spite of aspects of your environment and the realm that, or realms, I should say multiple, if I'm being honest, that you find yourselves in, you may not have rule and control over all measures. You always have rule and control over yourselves, okay, regarding your part to play in this, regarding your part to make choices to choose, regarding your part to believe and to hold fast that belief, regarding your aspects and measures of utilizing your strength and your wisdom that has already been imparted unto you. And of course, the choices that you make to continue to learn so that you ultimately grow and grow out of old environments and mindsets. Okay, so that's why we're talking about this, because we're doing this right now. And so I'm grateful to be able, and I'm honored to be able to deliver the message and to be able to talk about something like this for such a time as this. Okay. And what we're talking about is walking away from the lack mentality. Okay. This is for those that aren't aware, because maybe you're not. I mean, this is a harder deck for me. It's talking about walking away, the Eight of Cups energy, walking away from what no longer serves us. Okay, so gone are the days where we firstly look outside of ourselves about this, because most of us have been doing the work, and those people, places, things, environments are no longer part and parcel of our path. That's how we're here now in the higher timeline. Makes sense? Okay, so be mindful, collective. You're in a higher timeline. There's some significance to the barking. You're in a higher timeline, and yet you're still asked to check for the remnants, the aspects of self that may be dwelling in the lower density vibrations, frequencies, mindsets. What are you aligned to still that might be depleting you energetically, spiritually, emotionally, and of course, monetarily? That's why we're talking about this, okay? All right, some of you are holding on to aspects of self and maybe others, okay, as well as your relationship with money that just are not to be any longer. Okay, it's giving, give yourself permission to give up on that, honey. Right, gone are the days where you know, you are looking to give up over every little thing, like, oh, the wind blew left, I've got to give, you know. And we've climbed out of a lot. All right, I'm not making light of what we've climbed out of emotionally, spiritually, energetically, maybe even physically. Okay, depending on who I'm reading for, right? But who I'm speaking to is a collective of people where you're really being called to really kind of fine tune the internal aspects of self, so that you ultimately are in full throttle mode regarding your mastery of self. Okay, and honoring that you too carry the essence, at least, and you know, some of you are reincarnates of the ascended masters we're always talking with, consulting, and speaking about. Okay, and so you're being asked to own up to that wisdom, own up to that ideation. All right. So if divinity backs you, are you lacking? And it's like, yeah, you want to go to the bank account. You want to go to the fact that that is a past due bill, maybe even years out. Okay. And it's like, it's stemming from you holding on maybe to logic, right? Um, the divine is supernatural. Thank goodness, because if they were stuck inside of logic, and if they were stuck inside of nature, in the ways with which to save us, to protect us, to inspire us, right? Life wouldn't really be half of what it is. And still we say, life be lifing, right? So that's a lot. Okay. And so you've got to be mindful if you are driving forward in reverse. Okay, it's not going to end well. Can you even go anywhere? How would you tell the machine we're going in both directions at once simultaneously? It's not a thing. Okay, it's giving a hard pause. Right, and so that's where you are finding yourselves right now in this Eight of Cups energy. All right, you know, really expected to understand what the hard pause is regarding finances, because many of you on the other side of holding on to what you think is everything, all right, even outside of money, I'm hearing to say it's going to perform fruit like you have no idea, right? It's giving double for your trouble, yes, but it's definitely giving more than what you're expecting, more than what you can even dream of, or maybe even desire. How about that? Do you want to miss out on that? If you're saying no, then you should be walking away from the lack mindset. It's like, well, that's well and good, easier said than done, but how? Well, maybe you need to get studied on exactly how the divine backs you, right? Sometimes that is looking back at the other times you didn't think you were going to make it. At the other times you thought, gosh, this is actually going to unalive me. Here it is. Now's the moment. And still you're here with me now, receiving this message. And I'm grateful to say that. Okay. It means you're here with purpose. All right. It means you shouldn't give up on this. You're just being asked to understand about the hard pause, your part to play on the other side of it. Right. Update your strategy plan. maybe even your business plan, since we're talking about money, business, creativity. All right. You also have to understand exactly why you're chosen by the divine to do whatever you're being asked to produce. Okay, gone are the days where you are simply and solely a consumer. You are a producer, a creator. Make sense? All right. And so you would really need to get clear about some aspects of your life purpose, perhaps, and or aspects of business or education regarding same. All right. And if you'd like more clarity on that, please book a session. I'm open. I mean, I'm hearing other readers have wait lists. I'm like, wow, what's that like? I'm open. So check the description box, book a reading if that's you. Okay. If you're looking for clarity. Because you are standing again at this crossroads where the wheel of fortune is essentially paused because you've got to make a choice in honoring where you'd like to go. All right. So if you're saying again, where I'd like to go is the abundant path, where I'd like to go is beyond the oppressive restraints of lack mindset, then you need to honor that by your next steps, your actions, your belief in yourself, as well as the divinity backing you. All right. And allowing that wheel of fortune to assist you in catapulting you forward where you're destined, fated to go in life, yes, but also in business, because we're literally talking about those people who are creatives, creators, and it's everybody here. Okay. You have the capacity to birth a business out of you. You have the capacity to birth a book out of you, a script, a song, a painting, whatever and whatever you're here to produce. Now would be the time. Okay. But of course, be mindful to be guided in this. Okay. Now's not the time to cast your pearls before swine in any measure. I know we talk about that a lot in the realm or the ideation of love, right? But we're talking business still. Um, some of you need to just balance out, aspects of your schedule, aspects of your spending, your habits, okay? And really get serious to, if you find yourself, needing to save up perhaps, right? And you're saying, well, it would take years for me to save up, even what I need just to start one aspect of the one thing that I'm intending to do. Did you put 23 cents in an account yet to start? Because chances are, you putting something, nobody said it had to be $23,000. Could have been 23, not even a quarter, right? It's not even a quarter, you guys. So, put those baby steps, minuscule as they might seem, towards your goals. That is the action that the universe needs in order to keep the wheel of fortune moving. And understandingly so. Because how is the wheel of fortune moving if you, as the co-creator with it, with source energy, with source life force energy, you're not doing your part to set the intentions to receive the divinely guided inspiration that only you are meant to receive, because only God, Goddess, the divine, your higher selves, the universe gave you the vision. Makes sense? All right. And some of you on the other side of this little bitty part of actioning out, all right, 23 cents in all. And maybe you don't have 23 and you got 10, maybe you got a penny. All right, put it in an account, put it in an envelope, put it in a baggie, put it in a sock. All right, do something that puts you in action mood towards this. And there's some heavy vein here I can't get around, that those that understand that they are part and parcel of a power couple possibility, it'll come in as you rein your own energy in, as you balance your own ish out, even in the mental space as well as the heart space. Okay, you start actioning out, not towards this person, excuse me, not even towards these individuals, because the other side of this is some are having counterparts come in, others are having soulmates come in, and others are having soulmates come in for the assistance of business, ventures, investments, community. I'm also hearing demographics and target audience. Okay. So there could even be branding assistance that come out of some of these future connections. All right. So when I say soulmates, I'm not always saying like somebody that wants to kiss on you. They might, you know, should you let them? That's another question. And again, book a reading if that's you needing clarity. Just saying. But we've got the 10 of Cups coming out, and that is your wish fulfillment. It's your full manifestation regarding business, regarding your creation, regarding your lifestyle. You know, as this being part and parcel of your path. And you need to let this happen, because if not, you're stagnating it. And there's hella abundance connected to it with the Ace of Coins. I mean, you can see that much, right? You want that? It's pretty big. It's shiny. It's gold. It's real. It's authentic. It's divine. And even, all right, that's crazy. All right, so this is scriptural, right? Like, for those that know, all powers belong to God, right? And we always say, Ashe, as above, so below, right? So we're guided to the lower regions, okay, of the angelic realm assistance, and still stands Archangel Michael with the sword of clarity and truth. And still you've got breakthrough divine assistance assisting you, helping you, not pulling you down, not ripping pentacles from you, but in fact gifting you abundance. Do you understand that? Now, do you understand the importance of understanding how big of an energy, of an entity, of a God, of a source, of a universe you are connected to? As above, so below. Now, do you understand how far greater this life is spiritual than that of simply the pentacles aspect to it, the tangible aspect to it? It's really important to have a relationship with the divine right now and allow that relationship to assist you in the relationship that you have right now with money, with your own worth, and your worthiness to possess it. Okay? Money is energy, firstly. So call it in. Is that energy attracted to you? You'd have to be in charge to let yourself, your higher self, understand. Okay, but playing catch up here because in the 3D meat suit, you're in charge to choose whether or not that energy is attracted to you. Is it obsessed with you? Is it inseparable from you? You'd have to choose. Like, you see what I mean? It's not really about going out there and filling out 39,000 job applications when you're attracting in resources, money, and abundance. When you are building yourselves up in faith, prayer, meditation, and I am affirmations, that money serves you, not the other way around. Do you understand that? And that goes back to part and parcel of that birthright energy, that abundance energy, that calm, peace, and serenity energy. That in spite of what the bank account says, in spite of what the employers are or are not saying, in spite of how many job applications you have or have not filled out, you are abundant. You are right where you need to be. You are in alignment with your highest vibrational timeline and frequency. And that is inclusive of all forms of abundance, including money. The paper kind too, not even just the pennies. But you'd have to tell yourself, no, that's my truth. And that you believe that. And then you'd have to believe that, right? You have to get your feelings involved perhaps as well, right? Because usually that's what happens when you believe something. If you believed that something bad was going to happen 29 seconds from now, hard enough, your heartbeat would start to pound. You might start to sweat, spits a little, right? So what happens? Just think about it. What happens if you believed something miraculous, financially was going to happen 29 seconds or right now, what would you produce? Would it also be a heightened heart rate because you'd be so grateful? Would you actually be smiling from ear to ear because you couldn't not? Because you're so grateful, you're so happy, you feel so safe now, you feel on top now. Give yourself permission to feel that now, because you are that. Or aren't you? You would have to choose. Okay, so that's really what you're being asked to do, is advocate for yourselves here, honey bun. Align with the greater good for your all in all. It's as simple as that. You don't have to fill out a job application even to do that. You don't have to check your bank account even to understand that you are in charge of advocating for your receptivity. There's that attraction, right? Of the bag, the pentacles, as it were. Some of you are artists, okay? Whether you paint or not, but you are really being asked to even get into the receptivity energy regarding your work, right? What did you want to receive when you created it? You know, why did you create it? Of course, you created it to assist others, right? And of course, what? You deserve, on the other side of that, to be compensated for your existence because you serve others, right? Right? Okay, so where's the shame in that, though? I mean, you created it firstly, didn't you? It's not even like you're always asking for the bag to be handed for you to create, right? So you can take the stigma out of receiving the abundance that your creativity is worth. After all, you channeled it from the divine realms. All right. Maybe if you identify with that truth, it can help you align better if you're still struggling with your own self-worth. But really, gone should be the days, I'm just saying, where you struggle with your self-worth. You should understand that because you took the time to even dream it up, to channel it, to create it, because you exist, you are deserving of the abundance that you seek. What's the problem with that? Some of you are on your way to being a celebrity status, okay? Lead with your light if that's you. We need it now more than ever, okay? For that industry. That's all I'll say. The strategist, and you know, the divine's the ultimate strategist. Some of you are, you know, Trojan horses per se, whether you're a quote unquote celebrity or not. You're put in environments, places, positions, titles to enlighten, to assist the greater good. All right, the collective consciousness. You are teachers of love and light. You are teachers of Christ consciousness. Okay. You are alchemists, and this is not your first rodeo. Okay. Every vision has a plan, though, so you've got to be clear about it regarding your business. All right. Goal oriented and persistence are energies that can assist you with that. Okay. You'd have to persist in getting to the end goal of having a business plan. Some of you would have to persist to getting through some of those harsher energies, okay, of you know, imposter syndrome is one we talked about. I just saw 3338 on the timer. You guys get this, okay? Because the gate is open, the portal is open for you to produce with divine assistance. And I want that for you. I don't want you just simply and solely to produce. All right. Production's one thing, but man, when you got the divine assistance, breakthrough energy, divinity backing your production, it's marvelous, spectacular, to say the least. And you don't want to miss out on that kind of experience. And I dare say you came here to do just that. So be mindful. All right. Get through some of the anxious energies. If you have to do it triggered. You know, until you can see that the divine actually has their hands all over this and all over you. And not in a brutal way either, in a very loving, protective way, right? So chill out. You don't have to. And somebody here is just like waiting for like God's thumb to just like come down and smash them. And it's really, whoever that is, babe, chill with that, because that's not coming from God. That would never come from the divine. That's coming from your fear of being worthy. It's coming from, oh my God, could you imagine if I actually thought I was capable, if I thought I was good enough, if I thought God backed me and like then they didn't. So that tells me that unless and until you really make the choice, because you're in charge of self, right? In spite of the emotions, in spite of the fears, to choose to believe that God, Goddess, universe, the divine, all right, however you subscribe, even your higher self backs you. You would have to make the choice to find that out. All right. But really, you should also, while making that choice, bet on yourself because you came into this life in spite of the trauma, the triggers, the rejection, the oppression. You came very much a winner. You've got to action it out. You've got your part to play in this role, right? They say all the world's a stage. You've got your part, honey bun. And we're all going to see you shine brighter than you're even asking or expecting to right now. And I think maybe the fact that you're not expecting to is the stagnancy as well. It's not ever going to be God's thumb coming down upon you to smash you into the earth, as it were, right? Because you're bad. All powers belong to the divine, all right? To God, to source, all right? So please don't get it twisted. That the divine doesn't understand how to deal with you in all aspects of your light and dark self. All right. So now what? Will you believe in you? You too? Oh, you too now? Okay, great. Yeah, because it was always you too. You just got to believe it to receive. Let's talk about the magic of you. And I feel like this is a timely card coming out, interestingly enough. And gosh, I could never time it like that. Flashover is the card. It says it's all in your head. You're overthinking things here, honey bun. Friction and resistance in the circuits of your brain have now confused you into thinking the pain and tension is in the world around you when really it's all in your head. The good news is that at the same time, all it takes is a spark of trust to short circuit resistance built up from friction with the world. Gosh, we have very valid friction in the world right now. Don't come for the messenger, all right? We're here talking the angelic realm assistant message regarding your business and your money, okay? So let's kind of focus the lens in there for such a time as this, okay? So I don't want to stoke the fire regarding other aspects, okay? Speaking of sparks, okay? But all it takes is a spark of trust to short circuit resistance built up from friction with the world. Take that hard pause energy and go into your cocoon so that you can come out on the other side enlightened, fire polished, perhaps, all right, with that Holy Ghost fire, as they say in the, gosh, somebody here, I'm hitting on religious points here. But it really speaks about really understanding how to be the alchemist. You know, when your back's up against the wall, when all the fears are in sight of your eyelids, damn near, for you to face, okay, all at once. It's giving dark night of the soul energy. I get that. And it does not last, thankfully, just simply and solely one night, because I'll say it for forever and a day. I don't think we'd survive it. It's a lot. It's scary and it's painful and it's seemingly unfair, though it's necessary. Do you understand that? Okay. Angelic protection is here for you. Everyone under the sound of my voice. Do you understand that? You'd have to believe it. If you believed it, you would take a deep breath with me. Let's try it again. All right. We're not all alone here, even if we're physically alone. Do you understand that? This life is far more spiritual. And when we speak of one angel, gosh, especially the archangels, right? There are legions surrounding you now. And in what? Angelic protection. Okay? Now take charge and take action where necessary. You got to put the 23, the 5, the 1 penny in the account. Go ahead and do that. Courage and bravery. And it might take you that to put a penny somewhere. Do it. Because you can and you should. It's going to give you, again, way more than what you're putting into it. So it was a problem, right? Self-acceptance. I think at our core here, okay, I'm not here to word curse, but we're all somewhere on the path, so I want to be mindful of that as well. So take, you know, what resonates with you and let the rest sit. That's cool. But really, It's almost like right now regarding money, it's revolving around you. Self-acceptance, right? Of your own worth in angelic realm assistance, in divine protection, angelic protection, you know, in honoring who you are and actioning out, you know, and really on the other side, understanding that, you know, you are protected. That seems scary, but at the same time, you're being asked to do it. Why? Because it's necessary. I mean, your guardian angel knows you. Think they don't? Might know you better than you right now. Okay. So ask them for assistance too. Okay. Ask the universe. Trust the universe. All right. But you got to cut the cords from lack here, honey bun. And it's almost giving your ancestors are riding on this as well. Okay. They're learning from you, they're growing through you. All right. They pass the baton to you. Some of them missed the mark. You understand? You don't have to look into history and say it repeats itself for me. When the divine's looking at you, going, you are the chosen prophecy. You caught up now? Welcome. Hi. Love you. Spiritual growth. It's why you came. Earth is mostly a school. Makes sense. 4111 on the timer. Angelic realm protection of your new beginning. Don't you want that? Don't you deserve that? Well, you better ground. Utilize the earth elementals, okay, as well to assist you. And we will talk more about that. I do know because I pulled the cards already. Makes sense, okay? But expect miracles. Hello. If you take nothing else from this message regarding yourself, your business, your money, expect miracles. All right. This is a message from Mother, Father, God. I'm so glad that this card came out because we were already talking dark and light. And now we're talking duality at its peak regarding masculine and feminine energies. Okay. So if you are of a mind that there is no God, only higher self, all right, this is your higher self, both on all sides of the board here, dark and light, as well as masculine and feminine, coming through this message to say, please take heed. Expect miracles, all right? But you got to ground yourself, okay? Ground these energies, again, masculine and feminine, dark and light, so that you're no longer self-sabotaging, you know, or actioning out against the very miracles that are looking to come to you now and in your favor financially. For others, okay, that are maybe a different mind, this Mother, Father, God is really talking about the source, the ultimate, the all in all. Okay. So however you subscribe to that, whether you understand that there's gods, goddesses, all right, as well as that angelic realm assistance all swirling about into this you know, aspect of the channeling really coming forward to assist you now. And for others, okay, this is really just simply and solely source, okay, maybe not so much of a universe type of situation with regards to your understanding of all of this, but the message stands, okay? Um, this is looking to come in. As far as the divine's approval, they stamped yes, okay? It's a yes, you're approved, okay? You need that loan and you know you need it and you know you've been guided to it, apply. You shouldn't get it, apply, because it's giving yes. Approved against all odds, I'm hearing to say. And this is going to give you joy and contentment that you deserve. This is going to assist you with the healing energy that you already possess, as well as possessing even more understanding of aspects of your own healing nature, as well as your own healing that is necessary, even now, and deserving of you to receive. Makes sense? There's definitely some significance to receptivity energy, femininity, divine feminine energy. I don't chase, I attract, right? That really is going to put you in the full upswing regarding your desired manifestations. It's not going to be the hunter-gatherer. You know, there's some significance to Orion energy coming through. Maybe you are an Orion starseed. Doesn't have to be the case. There could be Orion star seeds that are coming to you in assistance to you, whether demographically, regarding clients, clientele, and or business partners, investors. All right. But this is, you know, this is big. Raise your vibration. Okay. In spite of the unknown. Okay, in spite of the chaos, dare I say, that's going on, swirling about around. Okay, you are expected to anchor in on this, okay, because this is part and parcel of the sacred plan. This is part and parcel of the blueprint that you possess, especially those really understanding that they are part and parcel of, some counterpart and or twin flame type of journey. And you are blueprinted with business plans and other ideations and messages. Okay. This too will come together. All right. This will not pass you by because this is part and parcel of the sacred plan. And the divine is the ultimate strategist. Makes sense? Okay. So grounding is very important right now. Earth energy, earth elements are to be definitely to the forefront of your meditation environments, experiences, and intentions. Okay. I'm speaking in code because it's a general collective message, so hopefully that's making sense. But reconnect with nature, balance your sensitivity, and you can utilize crystal grids. Um, and that's talking about the metaphysical body as well, that crystalline grid. But I just got crystal grids. Those that know, okay. If you don't know, please Google it. Okay, it could be some assistance to you, especially if you have been guided to that, or once you learn about it, you're guided to it. Specifically, keeping it near the bed, I'm hearing to say. All right. Cultivate joy. Crystal grids could also assist with cultivating joy as well as cleansing your environment. See the blessings, follow your bliss, be positive, remain open. Everyday magic coming to you as well. Cultivate magic in the mundane. Practice your spirituality daily, okay? Even through your business as well as mindfulness. You guys, we talk about meditation a lot, but creating is part and parcel of meditation. Okay. This is just giving me like a pictorial example of what it's like to do something mundane or task oriented. Okay. Maybe it's even part and parcel of a passion project, maybe not even mundane, right, you guys? And when you are in that ebb and flow energy, okay, that creator energy, that co-creator energy, I guess I should more aptly state, you're allowing yourself to receive messages because you're placing yourself in certain vibrational frequencies. When you are kind of checking out up here while doing stuff very specifically through your, your physicality, all right, you're allowing some sort of, I don't know if vortex is the right word. I heard vortex, but so I'll just say it. You're allowing some sort of vortex to be created with which you specifically receive channeled messages, inspired guidance. And those aspects of communication, divine communication, that you are capable of can produce money faster than you trying to action out every little task. Do you understand that? So be mindful, even if you're vacuuming, you're doing the laundry, use that time to receive what you need from your guides, from your internal guidance, even. Make sense? Okay, it's all connected. I'm so serious. Emotional storm, practice allowing. There's that femininity, that divine feminine, whether you're a guy, girl, what have you. I'm so serious. You guys have to get into this energy, okay? Practice allowing and know that, look, I'm not unmindful. There's a shit storm out there, okay? But this too shall pass. They even made cards about it, okay? Even if we literally only are able to speak of the energy, okay? The energy, the emotion too shall pass, all right? Because irregardless of any shitstorm, emotional or otherwise, you are here as divine royal beings. Do you understand that? So the power isn't stripped from you unless and until you believe mentally with your mental space. And in allowing that, should you fall prey to any illusion, you are really opening up your metaphysical as well as emotional bodies, your auric fields, to be infiltrated with mal energy. All right, that's why we're talking about this, so that that doesn't happen. There's a sacred plan here. The divine, the ultimate strategist, is betting on you, is betting on your business, is betting on your finances to be fruitful. Now what? You've got to believe that so you receive it. It really just starts with you there. Okay? Use your discernment. See the truth, be guided, but trust your inner knowing, you guys. You need to be really goal oriented at multitasking while you're multitasking. Some of us, okay? But multitasking meaning live more intentionally. You have to vacuum anyways, right? Check in while you're vacuuming. You already know how to vacuum. I mean, do you have to think like left, right, push, pull, push, pull? No, you don't. No, you don't, right? So do this. You know what I'm saying? So that you can get into the infinite possibilities, right? Maybe there's some possibilities up ahead that unless and until you get into this, you don't know about to even choose from, to even upgrade your situation right now. I'm so serious, you guys. Think of any invention. It started inside of somebody somewhere, pulling it out of somewhere else first. It didn't start at the assembly line. Make sense? Okay. Hopefully somebody's getting this. Wild child coming out, embrace playfulness and innocence. Time for inner child healing. All right, you guys, go back to what you dreamed about, what you thought you might want to be, want to make, want to do. Okay, because there's some significance, and you can check from channel to channel to channel. Anyone checking into the Akashic current energies in the collective consciousness, all right, and damn, I'll say it, the Matrix is really carrying a repetitive theme out of their own intuitive giftings, out of their own channeled messages, and their own internal discernment. And that is whatever and what all ever you're dreaming of as a child can be yours right now if you believe it. And that's why you had the dreams. And you guys, that goes back to that Loki TV series. I don't really know about the movies, you know what I'm saying? And I don't really know all aspects of the character, but specifically the Loki TV series. And Owen Wilson's character played at one point at one form of himself in one timeline. Gosh, I hope somebody's getting this. A jet ski salesman. And it was because in another life, in another aspect of themselves, all right, I forget Owen Wilson's character's name, but he worked for the TVA. And another form of himself was the jet ski salesman, because another form of himself was a jet ski star. I forget how to say it, but long story short, was like a celebrity and was notorious for, like, you know, being connected to oceanic water, and jet skis were involved, etc. Now think of that. Think of the dreams that you've had, maybe to sing, maybe to paint, to dance, maybe to write, maybe to speak. All of those are still very much possibilities for you to align with. They exist anyhow. They're versions of you anyhow. Do you understand that? I hope somebody's getting this. I really hope somebody's getting this. Because we are in an aspect of divine timing whereby, in spite of the shitstorm, I'm not unmindful, okay? I'm just saying, let's focus on what we want, right? Focus on magnifying where we're going anyhow, in spite of it. And by it, I mean the shitstorm, but just saying. Okay? Listen, quiet the mental chatter. There's some significance to turning off frequencies around you that don't bode you well. Electronics comes to mind. You might say, well, that's my life force. Well, you might need to change that, tap out a bit so you can actually regain consciousness of who and what you are. Inner voice of guidance will be quite loud then, I bet you. Are you scared of that? Yeah. Makes sense, because you had the imposter syndrome come out. You're scared of who and what you are anyways, right? Are you just going to stay like that, though? Or are you just going to actually, like, you know, what the choice, you know, going back to that Wheel of Fortune, which way was it turning now? You're in charge. Just saying, don't come for the messenger. Journeying, seek out new perspectives, collective. All right, take a trip, even if in your mind, in the mental space, in the heart space, perhaps as well. And cultivate an openness like none before. Like, oh no, yes, the fuck I can. Yeah, because you can. I mean, you were doing it before you came to the conclusion, really, but because, you know, birthright, abundant energy exists within you. Makes sense? You're just playing catch up. That's all. It's a new timeline. Hello. Light codes. You guys have upgraded Archangel Metatron. You could probably thank for that to some degree, but I digress. Light codes. There's some significance to sacred geometry, whether you have tattoos or you're seeing it in your realm. It's some aspect of sacred geometry looking to garner your attention, whether you are to work with it or to honor it as it exists in your field. All right, so now I'm talking metaphysically, right? Could be some significance to birds as well. If and when you see birds, you should know that they do represent messages, whether incoming or whether you're ignoring them, okay? Look to the guidance inside for guidance from spirit. Do you understand how connected you are? Awareness above your head is what this card states. It also states spirit is communicating. It also states support. Excuse me. This is the epitome of your existence in spite of the shit show. I'm so serious. In spite of the emotions, in spite of the demons. Okay. You are protected. You are guided. Act like it. Live like it. You know, try. Don't be all hard on yourself if you thought you were going to make this choice just one measly time. That's cute. You're so cute. Heart awakening. All right. There's that breath. Breathe into the heart space. It's saying the heart knows inner illumination. So there's something about head and heart got to balance out. All right. Ferret through what's even there. Maybe your head space is stagnating your heart space or vice versa. All right. Get to the root of it. All right. If you need some assistance, please book a session. Waves of change, embrace change, paradigm shift. There's that new timeline we're on. Ride wave of light. Magnify that wave of light. Okay. And still, in spite of it, is the sacred geometry. Connect, learn about it. Okay. Utilize it. Learn how to utilize it. We've already been on here damn near an hour. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but maybe you should, honey bun, if that's you wondering. Okay. Now, lastly, I did consult with the Angels in Your Biz Oracle, and we do have some angelic code that you could be seeing, namely 32. Oop. And it speaks of order. It speaks of, quote, it's all coming together. All right. So don't fear like you're late, like you missed out on this, because you could fear to the point where you create that as your reality. And that's you with you overriding the miracles that the divines already got in existence for you. And so, like, don't do that unless you want to. You're free to do it. You shouldn't do that. But soulmate client with this 43 energy reducing to a 7. Speaking of rewards, it says your dream clients are in your heart. So you've got to go in to receive what you want in your outer world. Okay, we say that all the time, but it's inclusive of your business. What is your demographic? Where are they located? What's the best way to reach them? What's the best way to serve them? Right? You would have to build your business like you understood that. And so maybe you do need some guidance, and the angels are very much still here for you, not against you, to assist you in that. Okay, 37, reducing to 10, which speaks of endings and new beginnings. The 3 also speaks to divine communication, divinity, access, all right, divinity presence. And that 7, again, closing out cycles and incoming rewards, those miracles. And your branding may need to be touched up a bit or in existence, some of you, depending on who I'm reading for, okay? Know that you are unique, and that your unique authenticity is what matters regarding your branding, not just what everyone else is doing. In spite of the marketing 101 tactics and teachings, okay? You got too much divinity backing this for it to fail, so take that option off the table. It's just, how will you win, more specifically, is the question. 33, Ascended Master-ish. Okay, just saying. Pivot. Turn into what feels good. All right. So get into that authenticity to know what makes you light up. Okay. What makes you passionate. about the aspects of whatever your business is, whatever your creation is, whatever your production is. Here's that legacy wealth number popping out again. I think we just had it in this session, if not one of the last live streams. 28. Also reducing to 10, endings, new beginnings. Hone in on your purpose and values. Okay, whatever you're doing, you should be able to back wholly. Okay. 11, also new beginning energy, just saying responsibility. You are not a victim in this. In spite of past failures, you understand rejection is your protection. Okay. You could have went down somewhere or built with some other people that really would have taken you for a ride that you were not signing up for, nor do you deserve, in spite of whatever their right now successes appear to be in business. Grounding coming out again. All right, refresh and reset. Necessary. It's necessary, and you are approved. Okay. Again, going back to, well, I shouldn't have a loan. Well, the divine said, yeah, you should. Okay. If that's you, use your discernment. But you are enough. You are worthy of that. You are worthy of being able to make the commitment to this and honoring what the divine chose you to play as far as your part in all of this. You are enough. You are worthy. Step out of indecision and get into that action mode, even if that's you putting a penny in a sock. Guardian angels coming out for your win. All right. Infinite support is here for you. Now, plan it out, though. You got to get serious and actually strategize, okay? So that you can get to this new beginning in business. It might be a relaunch. It might be, your third business, okay? Something else to try. Keep going, all right? As you're guided to do. But balance out your expectations versus results, okay? You cannot look to your results in order for you to understand what to expect. As illogical as that sounds, okay? We're talking divine strategy. There's some aspect to social media that you maybe need to see a different perspective about, the ways that you can utilize your platform, and the ways that you can utilize all aspects of your creativity in your social media platforms. And your guides are literally coming to you through this message to say, hey, 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 we're here to assist you with the strategy regarding your social media for your business. Let go of control, all right, and get into the flow of things. And this is what basically what I was trying to maybe ineptly state regarding this aspect. Get into the flow so that you can receive all aspects of this guidance, okay, so that you can remain built up in faith about your own capabilities, as well as the divine and the divinity that backs you. Do you understand? All right. So I was going to maybe get into chart placements and initials. I don't know what you guys think. I feel like it's probably a moot issue, because really the message stands, right? So yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and ring the bell for those that are still with me. If you're still looking for your reading, I got you. Love and light, Jessica. Love and light, Kelsey. Let's see here. Who else? Love and light, Cassie. Love and light, Vera Sphere. Let me see here. I think we got, okay. So if you have a question, you can pop it in, because the bell has rung. Excuse me. All right. Ugh. And if we don't have any questions, oh, thank you, Sean. If we don't have any questions, we can just hop off. No worries. I got something else I got to release anyhow, because I was guided to these decks. I think it was yesterday at some point. Oh, I'm going through the studio, you guys, and I was thinking we'll see how well the sale goes with regards to some of my decks, and then maybe then I can get the $17 for the angel number deck. It's calling my name, and I know that we will be assisted from it, so I'm guided to it. I'm gonna make it happen. If I gotta. All right, let's see here. All right, so it's looking like no. But there are other opportunities ahead. It could be somebody that's older than you, that's a male or in masculine energy, um, that's going to see your value. And this will be at an appointed time for you to receive an offer. Let's see. Is it going to be soon, though? Man, it's feeling like it's not soon. What the heck? Hold on, let me see. Is it going to be soon? It says soon with the King of Cups. This could be a male energy that will step to you, and your intuitive, it's like you're gonna get an intuitive hit, like, no, this is a special person. But the thing is, this person's not gonna come across as like, hey, I can do all these things for you, but they can, kind of thing, is what I'm getting. Like, there's some sort of destiny helper or divine, yeah, destiny helper coming. So again, whatever rejection is your protection. Love and light, Jessica. um yeah, if you guys don't have a question, it's okay. You can, we're done. We completed the general collective message, that's for sure. All right, so Sean, hopefully that makes sense. Don't get too all keep your vibe high, man, because something, I keep seeing the star card coming out, and cards of offers. It was firstly the page of pentacles, and now the page of cups. Okay, coming your way. So this is not the end of the road. This is not like, wow, you're SOL and sorry about your luck, right? So please keep going. Don't give up, you guys. And don't give up, Sean. All right, so that's what I have for you, and I will be back on hopefully in a few. So look for the notification. Love and light. Thanks for being with me.